You know how we ride. Just rocking out right now. Firewater Red Star. What up, dude? Ever since I got my kingdom, I feel like the world is mine. I ain't gonna turn that down. Man, that's that nigga right there, boy. That's Firewater Red Star.
You stupid.
My nigga got that music, man. My nigga got that music. Shout out to Firewater Red Star. The brother actually just got married this like this past weekend or a few days ago, man. I seen his post on Facebook. You know what I mean? So shout out to Fuego Agua on Facebook, man. Firewater Red Star, man.
That's
Salute
what's
to
up.
you, my nigga. You know what I mean? Dude just got married. You know, I see him and his wife doing it real big. So that's what's up, man. I'm happy for.
Is
I'm
he a
happy.
local?
Huh?
Is he a local?
Yeah, he local.
That's what's up. I ain't know that.
Yeah, like St. Louis, Milwaukee type of deal. But
Oh, okay.
he definitely reside in St. Louis. So he's a rapper and a tattoo artist. He got a tattoo company or a brand called Tattoo Minati, like Illuminati, but it's Tattoo
Yeah.
Minati. Yeah, so y'all can look him up on IG, Tattoo Minati, bro.
I think
They
I saw some. I think I saw some of his work. I didn't know that was him though.
yeah, man, dude, nice. Real humble cat, man. Real humble cat. Seen him a few months ago at Walmart, nigga. We was standing in line. I'm like, oh. He like, what's up, Dave? I'm like, oh shit, that's boy Firewater. What's up, nigga? Just chopping it up with the brother. You know, you just run into people, you see how they doing and all of that. You know, I know his mother had passed a little while ago, so you know he really wasn't doing the music thing for real. But you know, like when you see people, man, like when we had my homeboy Justin Larry on here, man, these dudes, like I listen to their music, man. These good people, so I try to support them. You know what I mean? Just big up and you know show they support, man. I like your music, I like your brand, I see what you're doing out here, man. Hey, keep doing your thing. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So today's episode is brought to you by this nigga
Chick-fil-A.
here. Yeah, we are finally reached a 30th episode, nigga. We almost got as many podcasts in as I got years on this earth.
Yay.
I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, we still doing it. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of didn't feel like doing it today. Nigga kind of had the itis. I had barbecue.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I barbecued. You know, I chopped up some garlic. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you niggas afraid of garlic, but I ain't no vampire. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
mess
true.
with I don't mess with them blood sucking hoes. So
You stupid.
that garlic do me some justice. So I chopped up, you know, like a clove and a half of garlic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, mixed it up with some hamburger and seasoned it up real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple of ear corn with the husk on them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
not that bullshit that you get in them plastic wraps, but real corn. I'm here to tell you, threw that on the grill with some hot dogs, cooked that up. That was real fire, man. I gave some to my neighbor. I got a neighbor now. Hey,
Oh,
I
that's
got
what's
a
up.
neighbor finally. Not like I really care, you know, 'cause I still do me, but I seen him a little while ago. Well, not them. I like her. I seen her and her people a little while ago when they
Mm-hmm.
was signing the lease with my landlord. So I was like, oh, okay. But it had been like I think like a few weeks. I ain't really seen nobody moving in. I ain't really seen no air conditioners or nothing. So I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder if they actually moving in because I wasn't quite sure who was moving in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen him today after I came from the school. Seen him today. And it's like, oh, hey, I'm so and so. This is my daughter. Woo, 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 woo. She live downstairs now. Woo, woo. We just trying to get cleaned up. And, you
Mm-hmm.
know, they was complaining how they had a gas leak downstairs. I'm like,
Mm.
yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm like, you know, the apartment's been vacant for probably about a year. So, I even had my little issues. My burners on my furnace were rusted out.
Mm.
So when I got my gas cut on, they had to install a new furnace. And then even still, dude still had to come down and put that like little fire mortar or whatever it
Mm.
is and seal up any little air holes and stuff around the basement pertaining to my furnace. So nice young lady and her mother, I ended up giving them a little bit of BBQ. I
Mm.
was feeling generous today. I had enough. So I was like, hey, I got some food for you and your moms. I don't know if she's still down here, but y'all enjoy that. Well,
That's what's up.
I'm a nice guy sometimes. That's what females be like, oh my God, you so nice. I'm like, sometimes. No, you nice all the time. No, no,
No,
you're
ain't
not.
nobody nice all the
No.
times.
I'm nice sometimes.
Mm.
You just ain't
Mm.
seen me get ugly. But trust me, it get ugly.
Mm.
But I try not to go there. Right?
Mm.
Right. How you doing, Becky? How you doing today? Becky done said it. Becky be like, yeah, that nigga get evil now. That nigga get downright evil.
I
I
think we can
know.
all. I think we can all get. I don't think me and you have ever had that problems. Like we've had times where we got on each other's nerves, but we ain't never just or like irritated each other, but we ain't never just got into no argument. Like F you nigga, I hate everything you stand for. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never been
Fuck you, fuck you,
like
fuck you,
that.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I just
Boop.
pulled the shit out of that bitch.
I'm still here.
Right on the touchscreen. Yeah, I just touchscreen the shit. I'm still here.
Man,
Shout out to
today was
Lavelle
cool, man.
Crawford, Hayesdale, St. Louis area
Yes.
native.
Yeah, I've lived in Pagedale. It's about as crazy as he say.
I met
Um,
him one time. I met Lavelle. He was pretty cool. Met him at Walmart, actually. I was working Black Friday at Walmart. This was about 8 years ago.
I
No.
met Lavelle Crawford at Ameristar. New
Yeah.
Year's Eve weekend.
Damn.
I was working the cage. I was working the cage. I was working the bank.
Right. Nigga, I
I
was
was
at
like,
Walmart.
I said something stupid like, "Nigga, you know who you are." I said it just like that.
Nah, cause like like me, I don't know if this is a me thing or a people thing, but like I have a thing to where like I can look at you on Facebook and IG all day long, and that could be your picture. But when I see you in person, you look like that person on Facebook,
But you
but you might but,
trying,
but you might not be that person, but I kind of
yeah.
already know you, but I really ain't seen you in such a long time. Like I'd be like, so that was kind of like one of them Lavelle situations. I was
Mhm.
watching nigga. It was like the little Black Friday little thing. Him and his little wife, his family was walking around the store getting their little Christmas deals. And I'm looking, I'm like, you know how you be like, now you working now, you over there, way over there, like halfway through the store, and then you look, you be like,
That looked like that
is
could
that,
be.
you know how niggas be leaning? Is
Mhm.
that, is, is that nigga?
Man.
That look like, you be look, that look like, no, that can't. Then you start
Mhm.
telling yourself that ain't him. No, oh, that's that Lavelle. Oh man, that ain't no Lavelle
Mhm.
Crawford. You be
Just
talking
like
yourself. You go,
just,
excuse me, are you Lavelle Crawford? Be like,
my
yeah.
reaction was, "You look familiar."
Right.
He was
And I
like,
see
"I
you somewhere.
should." That's how he was like, "I should." I was like, "Nigga, you know who you are." He said, "Yeah, I know who I am. You know who you are."
Ain't that
I
a
was like,
odd
"You
question?
Lavelle
You know
doggone
who you are?
Crawford."
I should.
He just looked at me and started laughing.
Hell
He told me
no.
something since we done got acquainted. Can I get some of that money? I said, not unless you can bail me out. That was the end of the conversation. After that, he just started laughing. Told me, you have a good one now. I was like, Happy New Year's, nigga. That was it. The only other person I ever met, I used to see a lot of, like when my aunt worked at the airport. My aunt and uncle worked at the airport. I think I was roughly around like 12, 13 at the time. That's when they was managers at the airport. And like we used to see a lot of the WWE or WWF wrestlers come through St. Louis Airport. So you get to see like Stone Cold and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that was crazy. But the only other person I think I've ever met was what's his name? That nigga that tried to extort Kevin Hart. He
His
was a comedian. He was a comedian. When I met
he
him when
wasn't
I was
that
like
funny.
19.
Obviously, he wasn't that funny.
No, but I met him when I was like 19 years old,
Mm,
and I was just watching Comic View with him on it the night before. That nigga stopped at Baskin Robbins because that nigga wanted some ice cream. Them two white women was looking at me like I was crazy because I wasn't like freaking out. I was just talking to him this and that. He gave me an autograph and all that, and then he was here.
right.
Yeah,
Like when Jay-Z rode the subway. Excuse me, are you famous?
I didn't see that.
Jay-Z's like, yeah, I'm famous. She was like, what do you do? He's like, Jay-Z, I'm a rapper. She's like, oh. It was an old white lady.
That's hilarious.
You
That
just
is
have
hilarious.
you can't expect everybody to know you. Like, yeah,
I mean, that's
everybody
true,
black
especially
know
the
who
older generation.
everybody black know who Jay-Z is.
Hmm.
But the white people, especially when they older.
Yeah, they ain't be worried about nothing.
Hmm. I have a question for you, Rebecca.
You better not say nothing about this do rag.
No, it has nothing to do with the do rag.
You better not say nothing about this stupid cat.
Absolutely nothing. It has absolutely nothing to do with your do rag. Do you think that you should carry a weapon in your place of worship or religious institution?
Mm, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Do you think Jesus would approve?
Jesus didn't need no weapon, so that's not even fair. I don't think. And let's talk about that for a minute. Even
Mhm.
if somebody wanted to say yes or no, the Bible didn't say you couldn't carry no weapon in a place of worship.
Now, see,
I remember that part.
here's the thing. Now,
Why are you asking me
Jesus.
this? Because you want some BS. You
No,
look
no, no. We
like
was
you want
having
some
this
nonsense.
discussion. Now, look, we was having this discussion around the table
Hmm.
after church. We
Hmm.
was having, oh, somehow we got to talking, and we just talk around, just like as family. We had after church, we go downstairs, we had coffee, pastries, and we sit and we talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about.
Hmm.
So one of the topics of discussion came up today is like, should you or should you not carry in the church? I
Mm.
say, yes, you should carry,
Hmm.
lest you become another Dylan Roof.
Mm. Yeah,
Now,
that's fair. I bet you they
churches
got
are
guns now.
churches are soft targets. Like, if you want to
True.
target a bunch of black people on a Sunday,
Hmm.
where are you gonna go? Church,
True.
churches, and hometown buffet.
And Ponderosa, if it was still open. Fire
Right.
Mountain Ryan's.
All the chicken places.
Cheddar's.
After 2 o'clock, all the chicken places and buffet is gonna be full of
Hmm.
niggas. So if you want to
Mm.
target a bunch of black people,
IHOP.
you gonna catch them inside the church. And my
Hmm.
thing is, Jesus may have not carried a weapon, but his disciples damn sure did.
Hmm.
I believe it is in the Luke chapter 22. Don't quote me on this, but I believe it's somewhere in Luke. I know Luke chapter 22, where Jesus explicitly tells his disciples to grab your purse, aka your wallet, grab your
Hmm.
wallet, grab your tunic, and grab your weapon. And if you don't have a weapon, you sell your tunic to go get a sword. That's what he told his disciples.
Hmm.
Now, one of the ladies was like, well, the only thing they did was cut off the ear. I'll be like, that ain't the point. The
Hmm.
point is, Jesus needed to be protected. So he told his disciples to grab their sword. Do you think that the FOI is there just to watch Minister Farrakhan speak?
point.
Although they don't carry weapons, but I don't know what the FOI does, but they got some hand-to-hand combat moves that I know is off the chain because don't nobody mess with the FOI. But still. So now, especially for a person who is an everyday gun carrier, you gonna carry to everywhere that you can carry from. Now, possibly schools, you're not supposed to carry in schools. And there's other places that you're not supposed to carry. But still, why would you think that your religious institution should be any different?
Yeah,
Now, the Bible tell you to stay vigilant and watchful, niggas. So anything can happen. So why not carry inside of your mosque, your religious institution, whatever it is? Why not your place of worship? You got guns for self-defense, and I mean that it's not for everybody. Guns aren't even for everybody. Hell, my mama gets scared seeing a revolver with the cylinder open with 0 bullets in it. Who don't point that at me? Like you just asked me to show it to you. Where did I do that?
So you wanted me to show it to you and I see it? You not see like?
Yeah. I think it was Thanksgiving or Christmas.
That's hilarious.
It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas, and I was coming, like I was getting off of work. Okay, mom typically has something for the little holidays, so I went out to her house after work, and I would take my gun belt off and my little shiny little super vest. And I would put it in my book bag because I no longer wish to be a high visibility Negro. I don't even like being a high visibility Negro, but between the hours of 6 and whatever I get off, I'll do that because I'm clocking a paycheck. But as soon as I clock out, that vest coming off. Niggas be like, hey, what up? Ain't you a security guard? I'm a civilian right now. But you a security guard? Yeah, I am a security guard. Between the hours of 6 and 4. It is now 4:38. I'm a civilian.
You say it's now 4:30. I'm a civilian.
I'm a civilian. So my mom was like, do you carry a gun out there? Yes. What kind of gun do you carry? A 38 special? She was like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, it's a revolver. I don't know what that is. I'm like, okay. She's like, well, show it to me. I was like, all right, fine. So I went into my book bag. I took the gun out. It's all pointing to the ground, safety first. I opened the cylinder. I dumped the cylinders out. And I showed it to her. Barrel first, but the cylinder was open with no bullets. Now, technically, you're not supposed to point the barrel at somebody, but it was empty. So, you'll get over it. Now, who don't point that at me? I'm like, Mom, it's empty. You just asked me to show it to you. Like, really?
It may still be one left in the chamber.
Clearly, it is not. But that's how mothers do. You dig what I'm saying? So, whatever. She don't know I everyday carry. I mean, she knows I carry for work. She doesn't know that I carry, like, daily. I suggest everybody do. All black people, I suggest that you arm yourselves as much as your budget allows you to. Hell, even Ida B. Wells says that the Winchester rifle deserves a place of honor in every black home. Y'all can go look that up. So
That's
yes,
what's
gun
up.
ownership is very important. Gun ownership has always been important to the black community. Y'all thought that just because Martin Luther King wasn't about their life don't mean that all black people were not about their life. That don't mean that. Not everybody believed what Dr. King believed. Not everybody believed what Marcus Garvey believes. Not everybody believed what Malcolm X believed or Harriet Tubman. Like, why we think that black people had this monolithic type of thinking? Like, nigga, never nowhere in history have black people had a single monolithic type of thinking.
Sure
Never.
we did. We was all sitting around holding hands, waiting on the Savior singing, Kumbaya, my Lord, Kumbaya.
Swinging from trees and shit.
Man,
Like,
but
come on.
my day was chill. I did absolutely nothing. Oh, I woke up to a dead cat at about 1:15 this evening.
Diego passed.
Yo, I thought he was playing, right? Okay, so I got up. I had just woke up. And I come out the room. And he just sitting there on the couch. Now, he wasn't even on the couch. He was on the carpet like this. But he was facing the TV and his ears was sticking up. But his tail was real fat. And I was like, he looks dead. I just kept, the first thing I thought was he looks dead. So I walked past him. You know, typically when I walk in the room, he run. And he didn't move. So I sat down. I thought I saw his ear flitch. So I was like, okay, well, maybe he tuning his ear and he just being lazy. He don't want to get up to see if I'm going to do something. But then the nigga didn't move. So I kind of like flipped the carpet up with my foot to see if he was going to move. And he still didn't move. And I was like, oh, I think this nigga is dead. So I
Damn.
walked in the room and I was like trying to figure out who do I call, and I didn't know nobody with animals except this white girl. And I was like, "Hey Elizabeth, what do you do with a dead cat?" So then she didn't answer me back, so I started researching. So then I walked back in the living
Put
room,
him in
looked
the
in the living
bed, put
room,
him in the
and
dumpster.
the nigga he was still sitting there looking at the TV, and I'm like, "Oh, I think he dead for real. I think he dead." So when I woke up Regis, and I turned the light on, I was like, "Hey, um." what happened to the cat, man? And he was like, what? What would you say? And I'm like, what happened to the cat? I think the cat is dead. I think he dead. I don't know, but I think he dead. He looked like he dead. Can you go see if the cat is dead? So yeah, the cat was in fact dead. He was dead. Regis looking at Regis. Hey, Regis. This was truly his cat. So he walked in the room and he looked. I don't know what he did because I ain't going there and look. I just stayed in the other room. And Regis came back and I was like, oh, is he dead? And Regis said, was like, so he dead? He was like, yeah, he dead. So yeah, they had to come pick up the body.
If you had a coroner come out, a
Yeah,
cat
they got like
coroner,
a set. They had a, you a jerk. They, they had a sanitation
can't you
department
feel
come
a
out.
brand new day?
Man, but you know, I felt kind of bad because I was like, did I wish the cat to death? Like, but I didn't want like
You hated that cat.
I hated him, but I wasn't inhumane. If I was inhumane, I'd have just kicked him outside a long time ago. But like,
You
ugh,
did
that was.
that other one.
And then Regis was laughing. I know the other one she jumped. I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Huh.
But Regis was kind of laughing at me because before they got there, I couldn't even look in the living room. I was like, ugh, just so fucking gross. And then Regis
I
was like, the
know.
cat had an odor to him, and I was like, ugh, poor cat.
He's been dead for quite some time.
And it was
I
so
wonder
weird
what
because I
happened.
didn't go to sleep till 7 o'clock this morning. I went to sleep about 7:30, and he was up getting on my nerves at 7:30 this morning. And
Hmm.
Regis said when he went to sleep, the cat was fine.
Hmm.
And I just woke up. I would wake up to a dead cat. I ain't never had a cat down me, man. They typically just jump out the balcony and go have babies.
The cat has gone to be with his maker.
Yeah, tell me some. Oh, would you like some ashes? Hell no. For what? What am I
It
gonna do? All
is the
right,
will
mittens.
of
I'm going to
God.
work.
It is the will of God that the cat passed.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Ain't no telling. He could have ate something because he was always doing stuff stupid like eating the carpet, eating paper. eating stuff out the trash can. So ain't no telling how he died. Or he could have ran into something too hard because we have metal and wood tables. And he was always running too fast to where he'll run into the table, he'll run into the computer desk, run into the door, run into the cabinets at full speed. It was terrible. I just think the cat was stupid. Ain't no telling. They was like, do you want to know cause of death? No. We know we ain't do it. But other than that, I am writing down my grocery list of stuff that I need to purchase for this potluck on Friday.
You potlucky nigga? What you cooking? Greens?
No. I am making a Italian sausage and steak lasagna.
Italian sausage and steak lasagna.
With smoked Gouda,
Bullshit.
mascarpone cheese,
Gouda.
smoked
You
Gouda,
bullshit.
smoked cheddar, mascarpone cheese, and ricotta. Fresh
Oh, you
garlic, fresh
fancy.
basil, yada yada yada. And I'm gonna
That's
make
why.
some
That's why niggas like
lemon
you,
honey.
because you fancy. You just don't just. That's like if you make a salad, you just can't throw no lettuce, a few little carrots, and some eggs. You got to put some crab meat in that joint, some croutons,
I don't know. I just think if you gonna eat
sunflower
something, why
seeds.
not explore the possible?
Rebecca just go full length. Most niggas just be like, all right, I'm gonna cook this lasagna, and I'm gonna stay under $25. Rebecca like, look, I'm gonna cook this lasagna, and I'm gonna have niggas singing about it like that homeboy was doing them patty pies.
Oh my god, it's stupid. I told them niggas they better like y'all better enjoy this because I will
They be
not be doing this
crying.
again.
They be crying when Becky cook. I'll be like, well, damn. I mean,
That's the
Becky can
reason
cook,
why I
but
hadn't cooked.
I mean,
Who
I ain't finna
I
be
ain't
crying over your food.
man. Like I don't think it's that deep, but people here in Kansas City, they love food on a whole other level. I ain't
Mm.
never seen nothing like it. People in St. Louis, they don't play with their food, like don't touch their plate when they cooking. People in Kansas City is like they'll kill their kids for like a slab of ribs. They'll sell their kids for a side of green beans. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it. They love food.
Mm.
Anyhow, other than that, making it that's honey lemon fried buttermilk chicken.
Buttermilk biscuit hair.
Yep.
The hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Something wrong
Anyhow,
with you. Killed the cat.
I ain't kill a damn cat.
Man, stop lying. Yes, you did.
No, man, I ain't even want to touch him. Like Regis went there and checked for a pulse and everything.
Word.
I was just hoping like the cat was playing possum, cause he's done it before. You think his ass dead, and he ain't dead. He just jump up and scare the shit out of you. That's what I was thinking he was gonna do. But after an hour, that nigga just sitting there. Regis checked his pulse. I was just thinking like, okay, Regis. I'm thinking Regis finna pick this cat up and bring him back here in the room. Nah, he's dead. So R.I.P. to Diego. That's what Regis said. He said, well, R.I.P. Going back to sleep. Like,
He took that well.
right.
Took that
But
extremely well.
ain't nothing going on with me, man. What's up? What's been on with you?
Trying to get everything together so I can finally leave the job and go to another one. So I got everything taken care of. Now I'm trying to find a 38 for the low, completely legal for the low. And so I can go ahead and go back to the office and get my paperwork so I can go down to sharpshooters and qualify with that, pass that, get it registered to my license, get a new license, then start the job over there. So it's a hassle. I was trying to been gone from Securitas. I've been trying to been gone from Securitas 2-3 weeks ago, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's cool though, cause homeboy at the office, man, don't quit yet, man, don't quit. I'm like, bro, I ain't finna quit yet. He's like, yeah, so cause dude was asking me, he's like, well, when was you planning on quitting? I was like, today. He's like, oh, don't quit yet, man. I was like, well, I ain't quit yet. But when I know I
Right.
got a definitive schedule, I'm finna be like,
You
fuck
stupid.
you, you're cool, and fuck you.
You stupid.
I'm out. But the strangest thing happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
There's this old coon.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably in his 50s. There's this old coon who has been with the company for a good 12 plus years. Now, I bet you asking, like, well, day, how you know he a coon? You just calling everybody coon. Well, I don't call everybody coon. This nigga's definitively a coon.
Mm.
Last year, I was working at Wellston. Summertime, right around the time when I first started, I only had like 3 months in, maybe. Dude relieves me at Wellston. He asked me, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. How you like working here? It's all right, cool. Oh, yeah, yeah. Are you planning on staying with us?
Mm-hmm.
Us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Us.
Us? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. That's what I just tell people, like, when I don't be answering their questions, when they be, something ain't right about them, I'll be like, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just incoherent rambling. We'll see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, us? It ain't no us, nigga. It's you, it's me, and it's the company. Ain't no me in the company, you in the company. It's the company, you, and me. You talking about some us? Are you planning on staying with us? I'm like, like okay, right.
Mm.
Starting to tell coon tales.
No, did you just say cone tails? You
Yeah,
stupid.
he telling coon tales. So he gonna tell. Yesterday was it yesterday? No, the other day. My last day, Thursday. So Thursday, homeboy relieves me at Wellston once more. And he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, I heard you was leaving. How the fuck you hear that? That's now, I be having like Lizzie McGuire moments
Mm-hmm.
where like stuff be happening in like real life in real time. But in my mind, I be in like a whole nother place. I'll be having, I swear to God, every time I talk to this dude, I be having Lizzie McGuire moments like, oh, I heard you was leaving. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, how the fuck you hear that? Who told you? I didn't tell you. And you work, he don't even work on the alignment. So I'm like, how you, I'm thinking to myself, how you hear about that? He said, when's your last day? I said, today might be my last day. Oh, today's your last day?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. It might be my last day.
Mm-hmm.
I If it was, I ain't fucking telling you.
Mm.
So you gonna run back and go tell Massa
Master,
they
he
running
knows
off the
he's got some
plantation,
new
Massa.
jobs.
They ain't
He's
planning on
trying to
leaving the
escape.
plantation, Massa. He leaving. He going
He's
to another company. You needs to get him. I swear to God, that's how this nigga be acting. So he talking
you
about some,
stupid.
oh yeah, yeah, where are you going? Champion. You going to Champion? Yeah. Oh, man. Man, Champion's going bankrupt. I was like, oh, okay. Now here you go again, telling more coon tales. Oh, Champion's going bankrupt. I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't believe nothing this dude say for real. Cause it just seems like he smiled, but it seems like he always got an ulterior motive. I'd be like,
That's how it be, ain't it?
man,
And why
let's
would a
overcome.
company who's going bankrupt hire more people? That makes absolutely no sense.
Trust me, from what I've seen, they not even close to bankruptcy. In fact, they have posts that they need to fill with armed guards and unarmed guards.
Hmm.
So yeah, but I'm like, okay, well, just because a company files for bankruptcy, that doesn't mean that they're going out of business. People think bankruptcy, oh, you losing your house, you losing your business. No, sometimes bankruptcy is just restructuring your whole entire company's financials. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
that's what bankruptcy is. So, okay, even if they was going bankrupt, that doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Like, we'll see when we get there. And if not, hell, I'll find another job. But anyways, so he proceeds to tell me that they're going bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, okay. You didn't know that? Oh, yeah, yeah. Man, you got to start doing your research, man. You got to start doing your research. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. All right. Bye bye now. Oh, no. Matter of fact, dude told me that Metro was for the raise. I paid him $15 an hour. He
They're
like,
not gonna do that.
he like, oh, you ought to stay. You ought to stay. We're gonna be getting $15 an hour. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. We gonna get $15 an hour. I'm like, well, look, I'm going where the money is, and I'm going somewhere where it pays better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just telling you. They gonna have to raise the pay. I'm like, oh, okay. They don't
They don't
have to
have to
do
do
nothing.
nothing.
They don't have to do nothing. You got to take what you want out of life. They not gonna give it to you, especially as a black person. They
True.
not gonna give it to you. You got to take it. And besides, just because Securitas, I shouldn't say their name, but just because Securitas is getting more money for that contract doesn't mean that I'm getting more money for that contract. Most times, oftentimes, it simply means that they're getting more money for the contract. You know how many
Mm-hmm.
jobs? Oh yeah, if you stay, we're gonna give you a raise, and oh, we're gonna do this, and oh, we're gonna do that. You know how many times I've heard that before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you are as good as you say you are, man, we're gonna give you a raise and da 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 da. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. It never happens. No matter how hard you work, you still a nigga. I hate to be like that, but that's the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
Prime example. I was working for this company called the King's Cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
I was working for this company, and I was a floor technician. So, I would come in a lot. I would work overtime. I would come in weekends, whenever, because I needed the money, not because I wanted to help them out. But they don't know that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll come in to help them out, and it's all good when I'm your boy and I don't ask for nothing. But then when it come down for me to get some more responsibility plus more money, white folks start acting funny. The one white dude was cool with it, Spencer. His name was Spencer. He was cool with it. I was riding with him one night. He was dropping me off. I ain't had no car. He was
Mm-hmm.
dropping me off one night. I said, "Yeah, Spencer, you have a problem keeping guys over here, don't you?" He's like, "Yeah, we do." Because I was working at Anheuser-Busch. I wasn't working out of the office But they would call me sometimes after work or the weekends for me to come do some work from the office. Like, hop in the van with your equipment, go to a place. I was like, yeah, I was like, look, man, I pitched this lead because I basically pitched the lead position to him. I was like, look, man, make me the lead floor tech. I make sure the van's gassed up, maintenance, make sure the equipment's good, make sure we got everything that we need as far as supplies. I train people, I'll organize the crew, I'll send them out, I'll do all of that. Just give me $14 an hour. That sounds like Steve. Just $14 an hour. Spencer was like, oh yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'm like, look, my resume's tried and true. You can ask anybody at this company. I do good work and I'm always there. Catch the bus, no catch the bus, I'm going to be there. He like, oh, okay, all right, cool. I'm gonna talk to Rodney. Rodney ass call me. Hey, what's going on, right? Hey, what's going on, Dave? What's going on? Like, just doing whatever over here at Anheuser-Busch. Oh, okay, yeah. Spencer told me about this, about a promotion. I was like, yeah, I'll just, just leave floor tech, this, that, and the third. I'll basically run the crews and, supplies, all of this. Woo. I'm giving her. Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm just asking for $14 now. 14. They got the stutter. 14? Where'd you get that number from? It's a starting point. That's what I just told him. I wasn't gonna do it for no less than 14. But I was just like, it's a starting point. And then after that, they start to act real funny style. And I didn't even notice it until you said something, as a matter of fact. You was like, it seems like dude that start acting funny until you ask about the lead position. So I've been there. You gotta take what you want. Ain't nobody gonna give it to you. That's the way I feel. Rebecca, how do you feel about the situation? Do you take what you want, or do you just wait for somebody to give it to you?
I don't have time to wait for nothing, because if that's the case, I would be dead. I feel like
wait.
Where is the brother Metu, man?
Metu?
I need to holler at him before he leave and go to Africa. He a cool brother, man.
Let me log off IG. We'll see you later, IG. Catch us on YouTube, King David 314 for the whole podcast.
314.
Matter of fact, let's call Metu right now. Continue on with your story.
I would love to see the brother Metu before he head out to Africa, man. I feel like this is not a time. If there has ever been a time in your life where you were unsure about taking what you want, now is definitely the time. For sure. I'm not finna wait for nobody. I'll be dead. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it. Right. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. Not unless you skin a couple shades lighter.
Peace, God. What's the good word with you?
No comment.
Peace, God. What's the good word with you, my brother? David. What's going on, man? We was just, me and Rebecca was just talking about you. She said, I wonder how Metu doing. So I just wanted to call you up.
I just came from Louisiana. Y'all doing a show tonight?
Yeah, we doing a show with Brother Metu. That's right, you did say you was going down to Louisiana. How was that?
It was cool. I went there with a sister. A sister and brother had called me to go down there, and the sister had transitioned next Sunday. And when she transitioned on the first, my brother now he transitioned on the third. And her memorial was this past Sunday, and his funeral was this past Friday.
Oh, cool.
So I just been dealing with that. And other than that, man, still talking to my family in Africa, trying to build, but send me information on the topic of what y'all gonna be talking about, so I can be locked and loaded.
All right, you gonna join in on the Google Play, Google whatever it is.
Yeah, we got to do it 8 o'clock.
We already on right now. We was just talking about asking the question: do you wait for somebody to give you something, or do you go take it yourself? That is the topic of discussion right now.
Okay, so how do I shine here?
Let me shoot you a link, my brother.
I'll link in.
All right, got you covered, boss. Peace.
All right.
No comments.
Yeah,
Metu.
brother Metu's on his
Metu.
way
No.
back from Louisiana.
Louisiana. Man, look. It's some good people in Louisiana, man. I had a long conversation about. And people in Louisiana, you better not. Man, look. If you talking about cooking, you better come with it. Shout out to the brother in Louisiana who was a veteran, who gave me a bunch of great recipes to use in the kitchen.
Never been there.
He was I talked to this brother over the phone. I ain't never been to Louisiana either. It was just conversation with this veteran. I was helping him with some medical stuff.
Oh, there we go.
Metu, brother Metu.
Brother Metu is back in the building. Peace to the God.
How you doing, Queen?
Enjoying that Louisiana weather.
I'm doing good. What's going on, man?
I'm back in the shitty.
Oh, you back home now? Okay.
I was about to say, boy, you look like you somewhere. It's peaceful. It looked tranquil where you are.
Yeah, Forest Park with them white folks.
Up in the hills of North America, man.
North America.
Man, so brother Metu.
I'm with the family.
Right. Good to see you, my brother. Now, do you think that you should wait on the due process of getting what is owed to you, or do you think that you should take what you want out of life?
Well, it's just like freedom. Freedom is something you take with your own two hands, or you don't get it at all.
Yeah.
If you long as you won't get it. Our brother Martin Luther King said, "Justice delayed is justice denied."
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you wait, you're not going to get it.
That's real spit, man.
And there's an old Christian phrase that says, "God bless the man who has his own." Boy. So bless yourself and get your own.
Yeah, that's true.
God helps themselves. And it's just like we was talking around the table. We was discussing after our church service. We was discussing whether or not you should carry inside of your place of worship. And I'm like this. I'm like the old saying, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Well, I think that's something that the Lord should do. Well, the Lord is going to take care of the Lord, and old boy going to have a good conversation after all his blood done ran out of his body. He going to have plenty of time to talk to you. Because I'm still personal.
That's true, because we got to change the narrative of a lot of these songs. We should stop saying lift every voice and sing and say lift every fist and swing.
Oh, man. You know what? I am not gonna play with neither one of y'all today. Here y'all go. Y'all ain't even been on here 5 minutes.
You can't do that, bro. You
5
minutes. Wait.
Y'all ain't even been on here 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, young, I can't. Y'all stupid already.
Stuff at, brother. I would never have thought of that.
Ever. You read? Oh my gosh, it would be Metu.
No, I mean, because we've been waiting this long. I remember Tupac was saying it. He said it this way. He said, we waited during slavery. We waited during civil rights. Now those people either dead or in jail. So now we're the descendants of those people. What you think we're gonna do? Wait?
Fuck. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Wait.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's true. Like, it's almost like we just repeating the same generational cycles over and over and over again. We just gonna keep marching and walking and dying of heat strokes and singing and hoping. But it's kind of what else is like. I had a conversation with a friend of mine. I was like, what is the point of us like marching and singing dying of heat strokes in the middle of like doing these protests. I'm like, why are we begging? Why are we begging white people, or why are we begging oppressors for their attention and their love and acceptance?
The reason why we ain't got where we supposed to get is because we're not talking to white people in the language they understand. Our brother Malcolm X said that you can't speak to an Italian man speaking Dutch, you can't go to a German man speaking English, you can't go to a violent people speaking non-violence because he don't know what you're talking about. So when you say hands up, don't shoot, all you hear is shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Therefore, I'm not gonna wait for the next Dylan Roof to walk up in my place of worship, and or anywhere for that matter, where I am legally able to carry in, maybe sometime. But I ain't finna
Yeah.
wait for no next time Dylan Roof or some crazed white shooter just run up on me, and I'm not finna be able to at least defend myself. I ain't saying that I'm gonna win, but at least I'm gonna throw a couple back at his way.
Yeah.
See, you gotta understand that they selectively choose who they fuck with. They know not to fuck with anybody. They didn't go. He didn't go to the mosque.
Mm.
Why do you go to the mosque? Because you know they went for the have that shit.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
they look for soft targets.
Do the brothers carry at the mosque? Do they be making salat and had a
Yeah,
40
white
on
people
the hip?
they look for soft targets.
Mm.
What you say, brother?
I said they look for soft targets.
I
Yeah,
say,
same
but
thing
do
David
they
said
make
earlier.
salat at the mosque and have a 40 on the hip?
Oh yeah. That's what David said earlier
Or is
before
the
we
gun
called you.
beside the mat in which they make salat?
Mm.
Do they carry in the mosque, good brother?
I think they do. So, are you asking if people are armed inside of the mosque?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. Metu?
What'd you say?
I said, do the brothers carry inside the mosque? Do they make salat and have a strap right next to them?
No, they don't carry inside the mosque. You can't bring inside the mosque.
Hmm.
Everybody that comes in gets pat down.
Really? I've never been to a mosque. Hmm.
Never
Yeah,
been to a
everybody
mosque.
that comes into the mosque gets searched, from the men and the women.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting.
And white folk know that. They know who to mess with. Frederick Douglass said during slavery, the one.
Brother, your connection is breaking you up a little bit. You was getting ready to say something really profound about Frederick Douglass.
Eh. Are you downtown St. Louis?
Nah, he over there by BJC.
Oh, okay.
I think my brother has
Yeah.
lost
His
his
connection.
connections. Brother Metu, are you still with us?
Like it froze up on him. Yeah, he just
Look
got off
like
the
you
call.
froze up on him. Froze up
Yeah.
on him. That's cool. That's cool.
But I do believe that you should take what you want. Ain't nobody giving you nothing. We've been waiting far too long for people to give us something.
Wait. Wait. No, I'm tired of waiting.
Okay?
Black
Waiting all
people
this
have too
dang on
much
time.
patience. Niggas
Hmm?
have too much patience.
Man.
Too much patience. Niggas can sit
It,
through 4 hours of church on a side be like, hey, can't do it. Can't do
if
it.
not
Never
more than
could.
that.
Y'all be having revivals from the morning to the evening, all the way up 2 or 3 o'clock in
Hmm.
the morning. Y'all having revival. That's too much.
Man.
I'm leaving after the first hour. Once that hour hit, all right, y'all. I'll see you later. Mm, Well, there is a story
Mhm.
in which another Caucasian trophy hunter killed one of the lions in his pride, and the rest of the pride came back and got revenge on the hunter and
Yo,
killed
really?
him. Yes,
So he killed the lion,
right. He
got
killed one of the
away.
lions in the pride, and then the rest of the lions in the pride came back and ate his ass.
Mm-mm. I think it's kind of poetic.
Like the hunter
Is
that
that
killed that
wrong to
elephant,
say?
like the hunter that killed the elephant, and the elephant fell over on him. They said, "Boom!" Elephant stayed. That's like the Macho Man flying elbow. You'd be like, ah.
Man, it's kind of poetic though. You know what I mean? Is that wrong to say? I mean, it
No,
sounds
it
a little
ain't.
poetic.
It ain't. It's cool with me. I think it's justice. I think if you're gonna go out there and do it, then you got to be able to face the consequences. And apparently, the spirit of Africa has gotten tired of white people slaughtering and raping and pillaging the land.
Mhm.
And I think just the in spirits of what
Mhm.
is the what is the encompassing spirit of Africa is tired of the foolishness. And now nature and people are starting to stand up and fight back for themselves.
Mhm.
That's what I think.
Mm.
Did we talk about that mom who got fired because her son was on life support? Did we talk about that last week?
I don't think so. But I didn't know nothing about that. It said her mom, so her boss fired her.
Yes. The lady's son was on life support. I'm trying to find it
Mhm.
on my Facebook page. I post so much stuff, but yeah, what it was, the lady, her son was on life support, and she couldn't make it into work because I guess she was at the hospital with her son, and her boss
Mhm.
fired her because she didn't make it into work.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Let me see. Here it is. CBS News. Let's
You
see.
found it?
Mom with son on life support shares viral posting of boss firing her over text message. And the text, hold on, it says a Michigan mom shared a conversation she had with her boss over text message, and the exchange has gone viral with serious repercussions. Crystal Reynolds Fisher took a screenshot of her text message conversation with her boss, identified only as Dawn. Fisher tells Dawn that she cannot come to work because her son is on life support. It is unclear why Fisher's son is in the hospital, how long he will be in intensive care. She said she was notifying her manager 48 hours in advance that she couldn't come into work because her son is in the ICU. I'm just letting you know my son is still on life support, so until he is out of the bed, I will not be able to make it to work. Fisher writes in a text message initial to Dawn. I can let you know as he starts to get better, so that way I can return to work with no problems. Her post got shared 80,000 times. She said, "This isn't how we do things, so I'll accept you're quitting." She said, "Okay, how do we do things? How do we do things when my child is on life support? I never said I was quitting, so I take it that you're firing me." Dawn told Fisher that if you can't come to work, that's quitting. The two sent several texts back and forth after that, with Dawn adamant that she will not tolerate drama and that if Fisher did not show up for her shift, she would take it as her quitting. Crystal said my son is on life support, and I tell my boss 48 hours before I am to work again, that I will not be able to work until my son is off life support. And this is what she tells me. And here is the exchange, the whole exchange. Hi, Don, I'm just letting you know my son is in life support. So until he's after bed, I'll let you know that he starts to get better so that I can return to work with no problems. This is how we do things. So I accept you're quitting. Okay, so how do we do things when my child is on life support? I never said I was quitting, so I take it that you're firing me. If you can't come to work, come to work, that means you're quitting. No, that's not what I am letting you know. She said, I will not get into with you on here but I've been more than accommodating during this, allowing schedule changes and such. There is no reason you can't work, and I will not tolerate drama in the conversation. If you aren't there to work your shift tomorrow, then I take that as you're quitting. She said, okay, this is not an eye doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment. This is my child's life that we are talking about. He is on life support. Okay, I will be in contact with you. She said, and you can't come to work because too much drama. Here, 517-568-4114. Here's the number. She said, would you be able to go to work and function if your child was on life support? I don't know if I'm coming or going, and you expect me to work. Dawn says, yes, I would. Yes, I would. I still have bills to pay and something to keep me busy and occupied. We don't just get to come and go as we please at Folk Oil. I have tomorrow and Monday covered. Your son is in the best hands. So after the exchange, she worked at a PS Food Mart in Michigan, when it's owned by a Folk Oil company. Fish told her boss that she was going to contact the corporate at Folk Oil about how she's being treated, and Dawn invited her to do so. At the end of the exchange, posted on Facebook, Fisher poses a question: would you be able to work and function if your child was on life support? And the girl said, yes, I would, yada, yada. After the text went viral, Folk Oil released a statement about the conversation between Fisher and Dawn. We investigated and have found that the situation was handled improperly and without the compassion that we value as a company. For that, we are very sorry. As a result of this finding, we took quick action, and the manager is no longer employed by PS Food Mart. Dawn tried to fire the mother for needing time off and ailing her son, but in the end, it was Dawn who was let go. We also have reaffirmed that our employee that we will be able to talk about that she will be able to take all the time off that she needs during this period. And that was it. That's messed up. She told her, would you be able to function if your child was on life support? She said, yes, I would, because I have bills and stuff. What do you think about that, David? That's crazy.
I think it's crazy. Now it's a little bit different for me because I run a business. So, regardless of my child being on life support, I would still have to run said business because
Mm-hmm.
grass does not wait. Nor does a job. Now, mothers are different. They usually take stuff differently. Now, maybe she had financials in the bank to be able to take off that time. Me, I would still like go to work and I would still have to go to the hospital because
I'm the
I ain't got
same.
money like that. I would still, work my little 8 hours, or maybe I would try to talk to a supervisor, maybe like, hey, maybe can I knock my shift down to 6 hours or whatever it is, or maybe go down to 4 days a week, 3 days a week because my child's on life support and this, that, and the third. Uh, Maybe I would do that, but at the same time, like your child's on life support, there's really not much you can do for them.
Mm-hmm.
I know it kind of sounds.
It sounds like you're being, like, some people may think it sounds insensitive, but I'm the same way. Like, when we had all them deaths in the family last year, I still worked. I rarely took off time because they're already gone. And the family members that was passing away live in Arkansas, Missouri, in St. Louis or whatever. So it was like they already gone. It wasn't nothing I could do to aid in anything, so I just still went to work. Some people need time off of work, but if I would have took time off, which my job did allow me more than enough time, and they offered and I declined it, I was just gonna sit at home looking stupid, thinking about I'm off work because somebody did. You know what I mean? I mean, some people don't take it that way. Me, for instance, I was completely different.
I guess it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's somebody I was close to or something like that. Last funeral I went to was my auntie funeral, Aunt Celeste. She passed,
Mhm.
but I mean, I just kind of feel like there's nothing that I can do for them.
Mhm.
So I mean, there's really no point in me being at the hospital like all day, all night. Family or
Yep.
no family, But I would let, if I was working a job, I would let my supervisor or supervisors know, like, hey, my child's on life support. Whoa, whoa. I could get a call at any moment that could say, hey, your child's, come out of the coma and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. Or it could be, hey, your child fell into a coma, or, they might not make it. So, you need to come down to the hospital and decide what it is that you want to do. So, you can get one of those calls that could either be a very good call or a very bad call. But just my child or my family member being on life support, I probably would not be at the hospital like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. And there's that picture of the.
I went to the other side, Louis. Other way. There you go. Ooh. Ooh. They was not playing with him.
Got your ass.
He must have sat there and killed that lion, and them lions stoked him out and got him back.
Let me see.
Mm.
He killed a cub.
Mm.
He killed a lion cub.
Really?
And yeah, let me see. Let me read the whole article. Ingwelala Private Nature Reserve in South Africa was shaken with the screams of a man who was attacked and killed by Pride of Lions in private game reserve near the Kruger National Park. Before the lions were dispersed, with the help of gunshots, they had eaten most of the body, barring the head that was untouched. Police initially thought that the victim was a tractor driver who worked in this private reserve, but later on, when the driver appeared alive, the suspicion began to grow. A hunting rifle was recovered near the remains of the dead that almost confirmed it to be a trophy hunter who had sneaked into the private reserve. The man was killed viciously, and the incident has been very disturbing and terrifying. Nevertheless, sympathy does not stand with the victim, who had been hunting in the private reserve, and when someone like him transgresses the limits and enters the domain of the lions with intention of harming them, the king of the jungle never forgets its animal instincts for survival. The encounter then is fair game. Lions with their power and a trophy hunter with his gun met his chosen fate. There are only 30,000 lions left on the planet, including 20,000 in African wildlife areas. I wonder why. Large numbers of them are kept in captivity for entertainment. It is essential for the mankind to coexist with them and protect them to survive, so that the future generations don't just see them on papers like we look at dinosaurs. Because we know that the white man likes to destroy everything he comes in contact with. Kill the lions. Just what is 30? They just said there's 30,000 lions left in the entire world. That's not a whole lot. Think about it. That's not really a lot.
Not at all.
I think, what is it? The black rhinoceros is rare, or is it the white rhinoceros? One of them. I think it might be a white rhinoceros is rare, or something extinct, or it was said to be extinct, or something, or there's only like maybe 4 or 5 in the world. But it's one of those rhinoceros where it's only like a handful, like probably like less than 10. Where I've seen these little wildlife people was like raising them on like a little secret private reserve, helping them breed and looking out for diseases and a whole bunch of stuff because they was this close from extinction.
That's sad.
Ain't no white man did that. I mean, sorry. Ain't no black man did that. That much I can tell you.
You stupid.
See that picture of them Negroes riding on them lines? I believe that was Haile Selassie, Emperor of Ethiopia. I believe that was Haile Selassie who was riding on them lions. But nigga, we got a different relationship with nature than white folk do. We cool with the animals for the most part.
We don't mess with nothing. Don't mess with us.
Hmm. You heard me?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Straight up, man. We ain't messing with nothing that ain't
Uh,
messing with us. We don't got time for that.
Rebecca, if you had one person that you would admire, or do you admire, who would it be and why?
Ooh, Denzel Washington.
You admire Denzel?
I do.
Hmm. And why do you admire Denzel Washington? What is it about Mr. Washington that you admire?
I admire his wisdom. That is a very wise brother.
Hmm.
But I mean, honestly, I think Denzel Washington is very smart. He's a go-getter, and he tell you straight up what it is, straight no chaser. Anything that I've ever witnessed, it's always been straight no chaser. I like the fact that Denzel Washington has a pride in itself and a pride in his community, in regardless to like, not in regardless, but just a pride sense of self. And he's a very wise brother, and his
Hmm.
work ethic.
Hmm.
So, what about you?
Well, this is coming out of left field. I know this might sound strange, but I just
Donald
want
Trump.
to cut that nigga's nuts off.
You stupid. You stupid.
I know it. Oh man. I tell you who I really admire. I'm not,
Mhm.
and I have admired this dude since I was a kid. I've been a big fan of his. I'm just like a fan of who he is as more like a person and not so much as a basketball player. 'Cause like I say, I'm just a casual basketball fan. But let me turn this hat around so y'all can see. Playing for the Charlotte Hornets, Muggsy Bogues, man. I admire Muggsy Bogues so much. I always have. You know, Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in NBA history. You know how tall
Really?
Muggsy is?
Mm-mm.
5'3".
Really?
5'3", 135.
Hmm.
Played for like what, like 9 years? 9, 10 years. Oh, he played longer than that. Let me see. According to Wikipedia, he played from 87 to 2001. So he played for a long time. He played for the Washington Bullets, the Charlotte Hornets, played for the
Mhm.
Golden State Warriors, and the Toronto Raptors for a couple of years. I admire dude just because of him being just like so short, like 5'3". Basketball,
Mhm.
let's just be honest. Basketball is a tall person sport. Most short people like can't play basketball. They don't have a height. That's just the way the game's set up. I mean, if
Mhm.
you look at most of your players who are short now, I mean, short to the NBA is like 6 foot. 5'11". That's like short for the NBA. Dude was 5'3" and killing it. Here's his career stats: 6,858 points over the course of his career, 7.7 points per game, 6,726 assists per game,
Mhm.
7.6 assists per game. And he had 1,369 steals. That's steals per game. That's nice. That's nice. I admire dude just because he's short. He defied all the odds. And he's one of the greatest players ever. I don't know if they ever inducted him into the championship, Hall of Fame, but if they have not put Muggsy Bogues in the NBA Hall of Fame, you need to do so. And he was in Space Jam, nigga.
Really?
Man, you don't remember? It was him, Jordan, Patrick Ewing,
Okay, yeah. I
Charles
know you're
Barkley, and like two other niggas whose name I can't remember.
talking. You stupid.
Rebecca, do you think that we should blame our parents for our shortcomings,
No,
or
absolutely
should
not.
we take responsibility for our own actions?
I honestly think that we should take responsibility for our own actions. We have to. At a certain point, you can no longer blame your parents for for your life and how it turned out. You are in control of your own life progression. Period. I think to a certain extent, yes, because it's like, okay, yeah, your parents didn't teach you this and that, yada yada yada, but you're grown now, so you know what you are lacking in your life. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna keep trying to blame everybody? You gonna wallow in your own sorrows, or you gonna fix it? What are you willing to do to get out of the hole that you in? How bad do you want it? So no, I don't think that we should be blaming our parents for what's going on in our lives. I just don't think we should. So what do you think, David? Where did this question come from? All your topics typically come from a place.
Well, it was in reference to this this post I put on the ground about men being hurt by women. And me and Kiki was discussing this, and shout out to Keon LaQuarles.
Right.
We may have disagreements, but we still cool. But yeah, she was just like, well, it's the parents, and the reason why these is like this, and woo woo woo. And in my experience, and the experience of the people that I've dated, and woo woo, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I agree with you to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I agree with you to a certain extent. Yes, oftentimes our parents leave us with, let's just say, potholes in our lives.
Yeah.
You're going down the street, you're driving. There's potholes in most metropolitan cities.
True.
You want to try to avoid the potholes. So, yes, I do believe that a lot of our parents left quite a few potholes in us. But, like you say, Becky, it is our responsibility to start fixing those potholes once we get older. Especially if you hit a pothole and bust your sidewall out your tire. We talking about this is just a metaphor for life. So you riding, when you bust your sidewall out your tire, now you got to pull over, which means you hit one of those potholes that your parents did not prepare you for. So now you got to stop. You got to fix your car, and you got to fix the pothole while you're there. Why did my life fuck up and come to a screeching point at this moment right here?
Yep.
Why did I go through this situation right here? Like, my father taught me job skills. What he did not teach me was job etiquette. So I got fired from a lot of jobs, so I didn't have job etiquette. I didn't know how to act on job. Somebody pissed me off, I'll let you have it. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the things that I had to learn on my own. Like, it's stuff like my father's promiscuousness when I was a child. I seen that. I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. As a child, I made a conscious decision as a child. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be promiscuous.
Right.
And for a long time, I had not necessarily a fear, but a nagging thought in the back of my mind. Like, if I sleep with too many females, then I'm going
Mm.
to end up becoming like my pops.
Mm.
Now, I got over that. I
Mm-hmm.
got over that. I don't have that fear, whatever. But I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to subject my kids to what I went through when I was a kid with the divorce and my parents arguing back and forth. Woo, woo, woo. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, and some of our parents are more jacked up than others, but at a certain point, you get old enough, you be like, look, my parents did the best they could with what they had. That's what
True.
my pops told me one time. He was like, well, look, son, I was just doing the best I could with what I had to work with at the time. And you can't be mad at that. Like, each generation is supposed to be better than the last.
True.
Yeah, your parents beat your ass because their parents beat their ass, and because their
Mm.
parents beat their ass, and because their parents beat their ass, and because
Mm-hmm.
the slave master beat their ass. And since the
Mm-hmm.
slave master beat their ass, grandmama beat the son, and then the son beat their son, and then that son beat their son and daughter. And it's this
Mm-hmm.
vicious cycle. We don't know why we whipped our kids' asses for no goddamn reason. Hey, who did the fuck? Everybody getting their ass whooping right now. Like, we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know.
That's true.
But as we have grown, as we have progressed, it is our
Mm-hmm.
responsibility to look at your parents' lives and figure out where they fucked up at. So you can go ahead and patch that pothole before you even get to there. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I see where mom and dad messed up. So let me just go ahead and throw a little asphalt down here and just boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Street is fixed. Hell, you might have to rip up the whole street and put a whole new goddamn street down. You might have to strip everything that you thought was correct
That's
and what
true.
was factual based off of the people who raised you. You might have to strip your whole ideology and lay it all over again,
Yep.
brick
That's
by
true.
brick. Just the way
That's
it is.
true.
But is it their fault? It's partially their fault. Yes, it is partially their fault. But at a certain point, once you become an adult, it's like, okay, it's time for me to take responsibility. I can no longer blame my parents for what they did not leave me with. You can't blame them for that. You got to learn to fix your own life. You got to be like a Yamla. But instead of trying to fix other people's lives, you got to fix your life. You got to look inside and you got to have that change. Like my homeboy Meech told me, this homeless dude. He said, hey, excuse me, brother, can you spare some change? He said, well, you see, doctor, change comes from within.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's funny,
Yeah,
but it makes so much. Like, it's funny, but it makes so much sense. You know what I mean? Like, he told him right. Damn.
I
Who is
know,
this
right?
dude?
Oh, Demetrius, my homeboy Demetrius.
He said, "You see, brother."
Yeah, he said, you see, doc, change comes from within. And he
He
walked
told
to
him
his.
the truth. Heck no.
But it's just like when you say stuff that people was not prepared for you to say.
Hmm.
Because one of our members of the church was like, well, how about you just wound them and let the cops and then woo woo woo, and because that way I believe that we all gonna have to take account for the blood we gonna shed. I'd be like, well, don't you know Jesus already paid it all?
He paid the
You
cost.
ain't
Now
gotta
what?
worry about the extra blood. Jesus already paid it all. That ain't what he's talking about now.
Now you want to get mad.
They wasn't bad. They was just like, now I don't think that's what that's talking about.
Like, well, whatever. Like, you can't. I'm just saying though. Like, was that a wrong statement?
you know, I just I just be saying stuff just to get a reaction out of people. Well, don't you know, sister, so and so Jesus already paid it all.
Technically, you know.
I said, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna send him to meet his maker, and then when he get to heaven, him and Jesus can have a long discussion about why he tried to walk up to my house
You stupid.
and have another down the roof situation. Because as long as I'm able to, I will not let my place of worship, my home, my spiritual home, I will not let it be infiltrated by a down roof. But that's neither
I
here nor there.
mean, that's real stuff though.
Hmm. I don't care. I don't believe in Jesus at all. I do believe there's a creator, a God, you know, a deity out there. And when I meet the deity, he or she, it, whatever, he, she already gonna know what's up. I ain't out here shooting nobody just to kill somebody. But if it's my life versus your life, and we come into a situation where there's no choice, where the unstoppable object meets the immovable force, or the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, one of us gotta go, and it ain't gonna be me.
Man, look.
And I'm strictly talking about self-defense. Now, I might not win, but I'm a damn sure have a fighting chance.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Like, gee, you
Now,
ain't finna take me out. Just be taking me out.
hmm. Now, Rebecca, did you hear about the Charlamagne the God rape case from
Yes.
2001?
Yeah, I heard about it. It's a lot of the bloggers and that I listen to, whatever, and YouTubers that I listen to that have been doing videos about it or whatever. A dude named Star, who used to
Yeah,
work, has a beef apparently with DJ Envy. Made some rather racy comments about DJ Envy's daughter on the pedophile side of the game. Either way, he was the one that so-called leaked the story about it, and the girl tried to get the girl tried to get the case reopened. That's what I just found out later on yesterday. That homegirl tried to get the case reopened, talking about her mom didn't want to try the case or some nonsense because she said that her mama didn't want to have anything negative to come her way and all this other stuff. So that's why her mom decided not to retry the case or decided not to take it to court. Apparently that's what she say though. So that's why she decided to try to get the case reopened. So yeah, it's all stupid. So what do you think? A lot of people said Charlamagne the God is kind of at fault because he put a minor in a situation that she had no business being in. That's what they saying.
yeah, he's at
But
fault
in the
somewhat.
same sense, he's kind of not at fault because it's not like he came out and said that he was willing to take responsibility for what happened. But the girl lied and said that Charlamagne was one of the people who had raped her, and he did a rape kit. He didn't attest to it, and there was no DNA to tie
Baby,
her to him. So,
man, look, he already took the plea. He didn't do it. He admitted he was at fault, that he brought alcohol to a party with minors. He talked about it in his book. I haven't read it. I heard it was good, but he talked about it in his book. He's talked about it before. That was
Yeah.
2001. I don't like the little girl talking about some, well, my mama and the girl, boy. Like, you don't have no justification to stand on
Not at all.
because it wasn't him. But why you coming back, what, 2001? It's 2018. So that's 17 years later. So
Mm-hmm.
he was already underage. So
Exactly.
she was like, what, 15, 16? Now she's like
Mm-hmm.
38, 39, somewhere in that neighborhood. Like, stop.
Too damn old.
Stop. Right.
Everybody
You want
trying to
some
get this Me
attention.
Too paper.
You want some attention. Now, does Charlamagne say a lot of explicit things? Yes, he
Yes, he
does.
does.
He's gotten better in recent years. Like when the Breakfast Club kind of first started airing on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
Charlamagne used to say a lot of wild stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he still do on his podcast. I really don't listen to it like that anymore. I used to. I don't really like his co-host. What's his name? Andrew
Who's
Schultz. I think he's a suspected white supremacist.
Oh, that's the white boy on. It's called the Brilliant Gene.
The
The
brilliant
Bil-
idiots.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's kind of a suspected white supremacist. But it is what it is. Yeah, but
Mm.
yeah, Charlamagne does say a lot of special stuff. I know there was one podcast where he was kind of talking about some him putting Spanish fly in the girl's drink and fucking her. But he also
Mm-hmm.
put Spanish fly in his drink and she didn't remember what happened, but she was conscious. Eh, I know they was trying to get a petition, get Charlamagne off the air. Like, okay.
Now you're reaching, nigga.
But yeah, Charlamagne does say some explicit things, but that's kind of how he always been.
Yep, he just toned down a little bit.
So get a life. Find something better to do. Seriously. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
why when Tasha K came out and talked about it, she said she blamed the girl's mama because why in the hell was you not watching your child to know where she was and all this other stuff, and then Lovely T was saying, well, Charlamagne knew better and he should have been doing this and that, and all this other stuff. Lovely T has a different perspective on a lot of stuff. I think she's basically just saying like Charlamagne should have knew better than to bring alcohol, and the mother should have prosecuted everybody there to the full extent of the law and all this other shit. That whatever.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
stupid.
I think it's Me Too has gone too far.
Man, look.
Everybody feeling big.
Everybody everybody getting that Me Too paper. At
You'd
least
be like,
trying
hey,
to.
how you doing? I think you look nice today. Oh, he tried to rape me, bitch. No, I said hi. There was this video of this lady. The dude, he was working on his, I don't know, he's putting stuff in the back of his truck. And he said hi to the lady or good morning. She just completely flipped out. The dude's like, whoa, lady, you crazy. He's like, all I did was say good morning to you.
But it's a shame that we get into that place to where you can't even do that
I
without
will.
people losing their damn mind.
I will. I'm not gonna let you tell me what I can and cannot do. I'm gonna tell you, you look nice, regardless. If I tell women they look nice all the time, and I don't want to holler at them, but I'm not above giving other people compliments. So I might talk to a dude. I'll be like, "Hey, man, that's some nice shoes. Where you get those from?" Oh, I like that watch, man. That's a nice watch. Where you get that from? Oh, I like your hair, baby. Oh, you look nice today. I like your dashiki. You look nice. Well, what's it hurt to give a compliment, nigga? I ain't stingy. The hell?
Apparently, it hurts a lot of people to give a compliment.
Probably mad because you ain't getting enough compliments. Either that or you ain't getting the right compliments. And if you ain't
Could
getting the
be.
right compliments, I would argue What about your spirit is attracting the wrong type of compliments? Thinking
That's
emoji.
a great question.
Thinking emoji.
You stupid.
So, Rebecca, there was in African news, there was a black sarcophagus unearthed in Egypt, and it's
Really?
still sealed. Yes, this is a recent story too. This came out a couple days ago. This is the largest ever coffin found in Alexandria, which is Egypt.
Really?
Yes.
Have they determined how old it is yet?
Well, the Smithsonian believes that it is probably about 2,000 years old, which it could very well be older than that. You know, white people are always trying to mess up the dates, but it's a sarcophagus made entirely out of black granite.
Really?
Yeah, and the lid has been sealed with mortar. Experts believe the coffin has not been opened in 2,000 years. They say it's unusual because looters have picked through a multitude of tombs and burial chambers over the centuries. The size of the sarcophagus is of particular significance. It measures 72.8 inches by 104.3 inches by 65 inches. Let me see. Let's do some math, shall we?
We shall.
We shall do some math. So it is 72.8 inches has to be the width. Yes, has to be the width. 104.3 has to be the length. And 65 has to be the depth. So let's just go to our handy dandy calculator here because I don't feel like writing this out, and quite honestly, it's faster. So 72.8 divided by 12, that is 6 feet 6 inches approximately. Then you have 104.3 divided by 12. That gives you 8.6 inches. 8.6 feet. 6 feet in width, 8 feet in length. And if you say 65, and the depth is 5 feet 4 inches. So that's pretty big.
Hell yeah.
That's huge. 6 foot wide. You talking about 6 foot wide, 8 foot long, and 5 foot deep. Man, you talking about somebody who knew how to build a burial vault.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yes, sir. What kind of vault would you like? Yeah, I want the ancient Egyptian package with the black granite, please.
He said the ancient Egyptian package is stupid.
Really? Yeah, I want the ancient Egyptian package with the black granite. Can you do that for me?
Nigga, you stupid.
That's crazy. That's huge. That's freaking huge.
I wonder if they're ever going to open it. They probably will, being nosy.
Of course they will.
Oh,
they say that the tomb is believed to date to the Potomac period. The Potomac period, roughly 305 to 30 BC, was found about 16 feet below ground during archaeological excavations ahead of construction of a new building. Also near the tomb was a worn alabaster bust perhaps a depiction of the man whose body was buried in the coffin.
Mm.
Alexandria, founded by Alexander the Terrible, had been ignored by archaeologists for decades because of a city of 5 million people had been constructed over the ruins. But they've been made more effort to find more shit. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, that's a huge goddamn tomb, boy. That's a
Hell
sarcophagus.
yeah.
6 feet 6 inches, 8 foot 6 inches, and 5 foot 4 inches deep. That's crazy, nigga.
Ain't it?
The
Do they
Egyptian.
know who was buried in it?
No, they don't know. There was a bust. They said there was a warm bust around the tomb. They said it might be the man or the person inside the sarcophagus, but I'm just saying our people knew how to go out.
Okay.
That's probably why we be having so many fancy funerals now. Niggas got doves and horse-drawn chariots and dances like you seen the way they do in New Orleans,
Mhm.
where they got the dudes. It'd be like six pallbearers and they be dancing and be flipping the casket around and just do. I know I'm looking
Kicking
hella
it.
crazy, but I'll be like, what? I seen a video about it. I'm like, wow.
People going out in style, man. Hey.
I guess, nigga, bury me after you burn me. That's what you can do. You can burn me, and once I'm cremated, nigga, I don't really give a damn what you do with me.
I
Put me
wouldn't
in,
want.
put me in a
Huh?
weed plant like Ivory.
You stupid. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Put me
Then
in some dirt with some weed, marijuana seeds, and some gas like my nigga Ivory. I want you to call that strain Super Day. That's what I want you to do for me. Cremate me, put me in some weed, nigga, and call the strain Super Day.
anybody can play with you. You stupid. Anybody can play with you at all. Really put you on the strain.
Yeah, we gonna call it the strain Super Day.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not doing this with you today. I'm not doing it. I'm just not going to.
What?
Cause you stupid.
That's a good idea, nigga.
He said, put me in a strand.
Yeah, put me in the dirt and put the seeds in the dirt and water it and nurture it and call it the strain Super Day.
Nigga, you got problems.
Hey,
Anybody ever tell you that?
recycle my ashes, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. It might make for some good fertilizer.
Did you say recycle your ashes?
Recycle my ashes, my nigga, and hopefully that all of this knowledge and stuff and wisdom that I have gained over my lifetime will be infused into the marijuana leaves.
Really?
Yes.
He says yes. Dumb. Man, you stupid. Can you imagine? I would want to have, that'd be the worst kind of life. You think your homie dead or your friend passed away and you make their ashes into like this weed plant and then you smoking these niggas and they ghosts appear before you.
I'm a ghost.
Anybody finna play with you, man. You stupid.
My niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Got anything else you want to put out there before we wrap this up?
No, I have officially have completed a few chapters in the Run Away from God series.
You have
The
done what now? You have
well, I'm
officially
sorry.
finished your book, huh?
Nah, yeah, officially finished a few chapters. But it starts off kind of interesting. It shows, because you remember how Lee was a very arrogant character. This is going to show a side of him that
Talking about
nobody
that
has ever
Bible
seen.
thumping nigga.
Yeah,
That
it's going to,
Bible thumping nigga.
and it's interesting how him and one of the officers, not officers, but him and one of the private detectives, him and Dave are going to have a kind of a crazy relationship because Dave is the one that's trying to calm him down, but eventually Dave gets tired of him and just Dave will be the one that's gonna talk to him from a man-to-man perspective. And I think Dave is really gonna be the one to usher him to see, for him to see himself for who he really is, instead of seeing someone who's very proud and self-righteous and a know-it-all. So it's that this one is gonna be kind of interesting, because Lee has always been a goody two shoes. He's always been very self-righteous in the sense of his way is the best way, and his thinking is very absolute. He has a very absolute way of thinking. So yeah, and then Renee she's going to go through some stuff in the spirit realm, I guess, or in the realm of, like, when you in the middle between life and death. She's going to go through a lot of stuff within that time
Hades,
frame.
purgatory,
Kinda.
the space between life and death.
You in the space between life and death. She gonna be going through a lot while she in this coma. So, yeah, this is about to be interesting, because the world of the grandfather is going to come about. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do this yet, but I'm trying to see, the officers may have a connection, more of a connection to the grandfather than they think. So yeah, this is about to get interesting.
Let the spirit work through your sister.
No, this is gonna be a little different. A lot of people, they
The
look
Holy
at
Spirit
the book.
guide my pen.
I had somebody send me an email, and they was like, "This book is nothing that I thought it was." I had somebody who was angry because they thought it was like this Christian self-help book and all that. And I was like, why is it that when people think, when it comes to matters of the spirit, they automatically think that that you got to be talking about church or a self-help book? And I emailed her back and I said, I understand that you feel a certain way in regards to that. Thank you for your opinion. But it's enough self-help books out here in the world, and everybody is still effed up. So who is these books really helping? Just saying. But yeah, that's it.
All right, I like that
That's
answer.
it. Rest
I
in
like
peace.
that answer, Becky.
I mean, if you think about it, think about all these self-help books and all these relationship books and all this other stuff, and these niggas is making all this money regurgitating the same information that people have been reading time after time after time after time again. They just saying it a different way. It's like answering those interview questions when you applying for a job, and they ask you if you would basically snitch on a coworker if you saw him stealing in like 15 different ways, just to see how you would answer the question.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel about self-help books. We all need help, so how am I gonna help you when I need help too?
You see, God helps those who helps themselves.
Well, you see, David, what homeboy say? Change comes from within.
It's the truth. Change comes from within.
Yeah,
And if you're
that
not willing
was
to
true.
change yourself, then you can't expect nobody else to change you.
That's fair.
Kim,
I surprised she ain't messaged you back yet.
better not never call me again.
Never.
I ain't mad. I'll just be like, bro, what is you?
Anybody
Even
got
if
time?
I answer the phone or recognize the number, I don't even know if I still have a number. I don't know. But even if I was here again, I'll be like, okay, what can I do you for? Like, what can I help you with? Oh, I was calling to see how you doing. Oh, okay, I'm doing fine. What do you want? We don't have to have them type of conversations. What is that you want?
One of them bye Felicia conversations.
Hmm.
For real.
You fucked up.
Sometimes you have to deal with people in a certain way. And it's sad, but it's true.
You had your opportunity. Had opportunities. Had a dude who could have been your husband and the father of your child, and could have been the father of her new child. Because that baby could have been mine. But you fucked up. And I dodged the bullet. Dodged a couple of them. I was going to Matrix. I'll be like, brr.
You ignorant dude, I'm done.
Be coming
You
at
ignorant,
you.
man.
Be coming at you. They be like,
Right. Stupid. Man, you stupid for no apparent reason, dude.
Man, look.
But that's true.
Hmm. I dodged the bullet. Just hate. Just hate. I don't hate it, but you know, I just wish that I had got Monica number.
Mm.
No, that Kim was gonna fuck up, boy. If I had a time machine, I'll go back in town and be like, hey, get that. Hindsight's 2020. Hindsight is 2020. And looking
Man.
at hindsight, Monica was much more stable than Kim was. But I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know it at the time. And I was trying to be a good boyfriend and not give in to them urges. And it is what it is. These things happen. But not no more, nigga. Not no more. I don't think there will be a relationship for a while. I think we'll just be cool. We'll be friends. And then we could just date being friends and not be exclusive until I don't know. I guess I feel when I want to cook every other female uh off of whatever it is that I'm doing. But I ain't got no females. And most of these females get on my goddamn nerves. So they don't be talking about shit.
Relationships are expensive anyway. It's
Yes,
overrated.
they are. It's a lot cheaper than being single.
Yes, it is.
I ain't gonna lie.
Relationships are very expensive. Marriage is expensive. That stuff costs money. It ain't cheap. People
Man,
like, oh my gosh, I envy you because you have a great relationship and you're married. I'm still out here looking. And I'm like, okay, be careful what you wish for, brother. That's all
I
I'm
just
saying.
I just be like, it's just all the females that want to talk to me, I don't want to talk to, and quite frankly, they get on my goddamn nerves. Like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, friend. Ugh,
Really?
really?
Is it that
Swear to
bad?
God. Swear to God. I mean, she not bad looking. She's like not my type, and I don't want to talk to her. And ain't hadn't wanted to talk. Have not wanted to talk to you since you started that last summer. Like at some point, it's like give it up.
Give it up, huh?
Where you been? I've been right here. No, you ain't. I done came through here. I ain't seen you, friend. Well, I don't know where you been looking. I ain't gone. Still here.
What when did that start? That
I've
whole
been
hey
missing
friend.
you, friend. I've been. I'm like, okay, how y'all doing? I'm good. I've been missing you, friend. This fool. And then you like just like I'd be trying to ease my way out. I just be like, stop talking. And then like we'll just stand there for like a minute, and then I'll just ease my way out. I'll
You
be
be like,
like,
well, nice seeing you. I don't
gotta go
know.
clear my post. Like for real, man. I'll be like, how come you can't come to me on some Alicia Keys tip?
They are
And I ain't talking about
on
being the
my
side chick neither.
pillow.
I'm talking about when she was working at that cafe,
Mhm.
and then Mos Def came in. He was a detective.
Mhm.
And then, she had noticed him a couple times. He came into the cafe.
How come you don't call me?
No, that wasn't it. That was You Don't
Okay.
Know My Name. That was the You Don't Know My Name video. And
Okay.
she called him, like, hey, what's going on? This is so and so from the waitress on 15th and Lennox. I don't know
You
what
know,
it
you
is.
always get a coffee and da 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 and such a
Exactly.
lot.
On some like on some straight like grown woman shit. Like, hey, what's up? I'm feeling you. Can we get together? Like, how
You
come you just
don't
can't
know
come to me
my
like you always
name.
want to come to me on? I've been missing you for like and I shouldn't be
Now,
like
what's the
that.
difference
I
between?
shouldn't be like that. But it was that same shit when Kim last time me and Kim was talking these past like 2 months ago. Oh, I love you and this, that, and the third. And woo, 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 and I just be like, like you know how when somebody expressing their feelings to you, you should really look them eye to eye or pay attention to what they saying. When Kim be talking about that shit, and I'm completely not feeling the same way you feeling, I'm finna be like,
head in another direction.
mm, you hear me? Now, what were you saying? You said the difference was what?
What is the difference between how the women who approach you versus how Alicia Keys approached oh boy in that video? What's the difference?
Well, first of all, Alicia Keys stepped to him like a grown woman should step to a man.
She called this nigga. She didn't even know he had her number. Hey, I know you don't know me, but I got your number, nigga.
Hey, but she kept it a buck though. She was like, "Hey, this is the waitress. Woo, woo. Look, I see you come in. You ordered the same." So she already let him know what was good. Look, I've been basically she letting him know. Look, nigga, I've been choosing up on you from the moment you walked in the cafe the first time. Okay, I know what you ordered. You ordered that chest pie, nigga, with that coffee. I don't even know if it was chest pie, nigga. But you come in and you ordered the same thing, and I added a little extra cream. You know, she had to add that. I added a little extra cream for you,
Cause I know that's what you like.
even though my boss be getting mad, but I don't care. And he was like, "Oh, okay, all right." It be the
Heck
other
no.
female. It be the other females like they be trying to strike up conversation, and it be like just be dumb shit. And like you be, and then like it's not even so much the fact that I'm not into you. It's just the fact that like you don't leave me the fuck alone, and I just don't be wanting to tell females like, hey, leave me the fuck alone. Like I don't deal with you. Like seem like assholes. And I kind of am, but that's how I be feeling. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh my god.
Females don't get it.
He
Females don't
said,
get it.
I be feeling
Females,
like.
look, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Becky. If it's a dude and he constantly chasing the female every time he see it, oh, you beautiful. Oh, I've been missing you for hellas. And this female ain't showing you no type of interest. You gonna be a thirsty. They gonna call you thirsty. You thirsty. You thirsty, nigga. Your nose is wide open. I'm not interested in you. But that's females. Females don't get the hint like you being thirsty. I understand females like the thrill of the chase. Like you don't want it to be too easy to get a nigga. You want them to challenge you. I get that, but at a certain point, if I haven't talked to you like, oh gal, you've been doing this hey friend shit since last year, and hey friend a whole years later still hasn't caught my interest. So, like, why don't you stop talking to me?
Oh, so you want her to just stop talking to you, huh?
Man, I wish. It was the same with old gal at the subway. I was just like, yeah, let me get a box of cookies or something like that. She was like, oh, if you had told me, I could have got you some fresh ones. I'm like, no, that's cool. I'll take the ones right there. She be talking, oh, hey, how you doing? How things going with you? And then if you notice, like, if I'm into a female, I'm asking you questions, you asking me questions, and you going back and forth. If I'm not into asking all questions, and I'll give her answers, but I don't ask no questions back. I'm just gonna answer your answers, and then I'm finna bounce. That's what I do. So I say most of the females who want to try to holler at me, I don't be liking. I see a lot of beautiful women. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the Aquarius in me. Maybe it's just because I'm in a different space than like 99.9% of people out there. I'm in a whole different space. You know?
You know what?
But
and that's okay. So I know a lot of men that feel like, not that they don't have the time. Some people don't want to talk to women because they feel like they may not even be in a position right now.
I've been there. I've been there.
Some people, some men, probably like, I need to focus on what I got going on, and women gonna always be around, so it'll happen when it happens.
Hey, it just when I do get it kind of in sync with a female, which is rare, because like I say, I'm in a spiritually, mentally, musically, just everything. I'm just a completely different nigga. I'm like Prince. I'm not your lover. I'm not your friend. I'm something that you never understand. I'm something that you never comprehend. You know what I mean? I'm a
Now,
completely different dude.
huh?
I'm a completely different dude from like pretty much everybody that's out there.
Now, what do you think about this guy made this comment on this video, and he said,
Was it
he
Derek
was like, as
Jackson?
far as I, no, I wasn't that nigga. He says, as far as I can remember, men have always had to chase women. Why are we the ones that have to chase women? There should be a time where a woman should put forth the same much effort into finding a man as a man is into finding a woman. What do you think about that?
I agree. I completely agree. You should show dude that you're interested. And don't be on no, hey, I'm gonna give you some free extra, fries from McDonald's. Like step to a nigga like a grown ass woman. And one thing that I tell females, like if we rapping, one thing I tell you, like, you a grown ass woman, open up your goddamn mouth. Speak. Speak. Tell me what it is that you want. Say what it is that you mean and mean
Right.
what you say.
Right.
Like,
That makes
I'm
sense.
not gonna be playing no kid games with you. Be honest. This is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is what I want. This is what I'm looking for. Boom.
Anybody trying to read no minds? Anybody got time for that?
I ain't no time to be playing no reindeer games. I think women should approach men more often.
You think
And a lot
so?
of times, women will actually make the first move. It's just niggas don't be noticing. Or maybe it be some other stuff, but a lot of times they're like kind of, like I'd be like, okay, like I see females, like they'll be checking me out. Or you see them turn their head a few times and they'll look, their eyes might be glanced over to you a few times, or this, that, and the third. It'd be different stuff. A lot of times females do show dudes they interested. But at the same time, it ain't the same as opening up your mouth and telling a dude, hey, I see you, woo, woo, woo. I think you're cute, this, that, and the third. What's up? You ain't even got to get the nigga number. Just give him your number. Be like, hey, here go my number.
Yeah.
Except for that one time, which I really didn't want to talk to old girl, but I was just so taken back by her honesty. I gave her my card, Flo. This chick named Flo. I ain't seen Flo for a long time. It don't matter. But yeah, she was just so honest. She was, because I was talking to Kim or something. I don't know. I think I was dating Kim last year or whatever for like 2 weeks or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. But then she's like, hey, I heard you had a girlfriend, whatever, last time. And I was wondering if you still you were still in a relationship. I was like, no. She's like, hey, whatever. And I had your number. I was just like, here you go. And I really didn't want to talk to her, but I was so taken back by her honesty. Like, I felt compelled to give her my number.
He was
But
like, oh, here you go.
But then, like, I understand her giving nature, mother of two. I understand your giving nature, but at the same time, it's a little bit overbearing. Like, hey, you want me to bring you some food? Hey, you want me to drink? Hey, you want me to get you a Christmas present? I'm like, no, I don't. We don't know each other well enough to be buying each other presents. Like,
maybe she's just a thoughtful person. I'm like that.
that's what I mean. That's what I say. Like, she's a thoughtful, giving person, but at the same time, like, we don't. I text her flat out like, nah, I'm cool. You sure? Yes. Like, we don't know each other well enough to get each other presents. Like, wait.
No comment. So you say that you do agree that women should try or make the effort to
Yeah,
pursue men more than
yeah,
what they do.
absolutely. Absolutely. If you see a guy you like, go tell him, hey, I think you cute. Ain't no harm in that. Hey, I think you
So,
cute. What's up?
okay.
Or I mean, it's just like anything. You find something, strike up a conversation with the dude. Oh, I like your shoes. And then dude might be like, oh, well, these are, you know, retro 13 Jordan number fives. Something. You might be able to strike up a whole conversation with them.
That's true.
Yeah, I
I
can turn the gray skies blue.
you stupid. Because personality was like too relaxed, I guess. And I was always the person that was a good friend, but nobody ever wanted to be in a relationship with me. I was literally the chick that, and my male friends used to me all the time, like, and ain't that nothing wrong with you. You just like hella cool, like you one of the homies. I was
I got
always
that
that
a lot
friend.
back in the day. I got that a lot back in the day. Oh, we cool, just friends. Like Chris Rock. Yeah, I want to be the friend that's fucking you in the ass, bitch. Lovers and friends.
And nigga just got divorced.
Tell me again. We'll be lovers and friends.
Stupid.
That was that shit when that
Yes,
came
it
out.
was.
Lil Jon and Usher and Ludacris. Nigga, what?
Mm-hmm.
That was an A-Town exclusive right there. Lovers and friends. Buy you a drink, big I'ma take you home with me. Money in a big, I be in the creek, like me in the bed, like ooh, ooh.
Hey man, he did this remix to this song that I listened to. It's a stepping
Remix gonna
song.
need that brain. If he's ever gonna
Yo,
make it rain.
if you get the opportunity, look up this song called Buddha Remix with T-Pain.
Oh
That's
yeah, that must
exactly
be
what
good.
that's exactly what it reminded me of, because he does the whole first verse of the song, and it's actually a two-step that goes to that song. But I didn't know that he
Oh shit,
remixed it.
my
It had
phone
me
died.
dying laughing.
My phone died. Oh well. I think I
Boo.
lost my other battery. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
But okay, so you said, in far as relationship goes, that women should put in more energy or about the same amount of energy.
Hey,
Not more energy or the same amount of energy as a man.
same amount, not more. Definitely not more. The same amount.
So do
I
you
mean,
think
hell,
that
you can open
women,
up your mouth to say anything and everything else,
true?
but
Do, do you think that women miss out on relationships sometimes because they are like too scared to say anything?
yeah,
Or they too busy waiting on a man to find them?
I think that women miss out on a lot of relationships for a numerous different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it could be like disbelief. I think a lot of women have disbelief. Like you done been through so many fucked up relationships. Like when one real nigga comes along, you in disbelief. Like this can't be real. Is this nigga really for real?
That be the women that get used to men treating them a certain kind of way.
Hmm. But then a lot of
That's what
times,
that
them
be.
be the same women that might mess that relationship up.
True.
Or some women need to work on themselves. Or some women just miss out on stuff because they see a cute guy And sometimes guys be oblivious to what females be doing. Females could be throwing it. You could be poking your butt out and sticking your titties out, and sometimes niggas might be on some other shit and just might not notice you.
True.
So I feel like you can open up your mouth and say everything else. I want that handbag. I want these shoes. Well, hey, how come you can't say I want you? Be
Mm.
like Marvin Gaye. I want you right now, baby. I want you. I want you to want me to. Want you
That's
to
fair.
want me, baby. I would. How come you can't say I want you, but I want you, want me to?
Hmm.
Hmm. It's that
So you
simple.
think that it should
What's your
a woman should pursue the man as well?
Yeah. Why not?
So what do you think about the women who have that traditional type of thinking?
Well, tradition
Hmm.
can change. Besides, you can't get caught up in traditions because everything's different. Everything changes. Men used to be able to go out and used to have unskilled labor jobs
Hmm.
like factory jobs. Used to be a whole lot of factory jobs back in the day. Ain't really no factory jobs now. Not like that.
Mm.
So it's different. You can't stick to the same ideologies that your mother has or your grandmother has. You can't stick to those same principles because it's different. Well, I don't want a man who don't work. Woo, woo, woo. Like, well, first of all, you don't even understand the climate that's out here.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I believe a man should work, but the way things are changing, maybe your man needs to do something different.
Mm.
Maybe he needs to start his own business. Are you supporting your man if he tells you you want to start his own business or do something? You know, but I think it's just all in getting to know your partner. Now, of course, people put up a facade, and ain't no way around it. You can't get around it. People do put up a facade, but eventually you'll see through that facade, and you'll see people who really are good and bad. So
That makes sense.
yeah, but definitely women should definitely step their game up. I'll let some dudes. Yeah, I had a woman call me Big Sexy one time. She was probably in her
Mm.
40s, late 40s, early. Hey, Big Sexy, huh? Excuse me.
Ah.
Matter of fact, I was talking to Kim. I was on the phone with Kim. And she was like, hey, Big Sexy. What? Excuse me? Do you have a cigarette? No, ma'am, I don't smoke. Okay.
Mm. No, some women like big men. There's a lot of women that actually like big men.
Hey, man, I don't have no shame. Ain't like I can't get females. Just
You
I
just
choose not
choosing
to.
not to be bothered.
Most of them don't interest me. We don't be talking about nothing.
I was just about to ask you, like, people try to make it seem like men are the only ones that know right off from looking at a guy if they want to deal with him or not. And I think women know more so than men.
A lot of men just don't have a preference. They'll sleep with anything that walks, talks, or crawls. Now, when it
Right.
comes to somebody who they're going to deal with on a more exclusive level, some men are a little bit more meticulous in the dating process. Some are not. You
Mm-hmm.
know, which is why niggas end up with raggedy baby mamas.
Don't
Me,
say
I just
that.
see a female and like I know right off the bat, like, oh damn, I want to holler at her. Like, and right off the bat, like, oh damn, I want to holler at her. Whatever it is about our energy, our spirit, it connects. So it's like, man, I want to holler at her.
Hmm.
Females, be like, okay, she bad, she cute, she nice looking. I like that dress looks nice on her. And then you see females, you be like, oh damn, she bad. I want to holler at her. What's up? How you doing?
Mm.
Cause like
Yeah,
if I
this
don't have
guy.
no interest in talking to you now, I'm not gonna have no interest in talking to you later.
That sounds fair. But that's a good way to cut out the BS and like don't waste your time. Cause that guy, he was like, man, I'm just tired of this. We live in this world where women think like we just supposed to run and chase them, and that the ultimate reward for graduating from college and getting a good job and having good credit and becoming stable and this and that, the ultimate reward is a woman and a wife. You know what I mean? I kind of understood what he was talking about. Like that,
Right.
the ultimate reward is this woman that you now have to split an income with, hear her nag and care about how she feel and what she want and all this other stuff. It made sense to me. What do you think about that?
Rephrase the question.
What do you think about the people who feel like the ultimate reward for a man's success in life is a woman
Fuck
in
no.
marriage?
Fuck no. Hell no. But
It's a lot of women that think that they are objectified, but I think that men are more objectified than women. And the reason why I say that is because statistically, it has been put out into the world that all men do is trying to chase down coochie and sleep with every woman that they can,
at least eighty
in my
percent
opinion.
true.
Mm-hmm.
Probably closer to 90%. But is marriage the all the end all? No. Why would me be getting married like a great achievement? I don't really see that as an achievement. I don't see getting married to a female an achievement.
Right. Hmm. Or as a
Maybe.
reward for your life's achievements.
I don't think that's a reward. Fuck.
Right.
No goddamn reward. The reward is reaping all the benefits of the hard work that I have done through my younger years. That's gonna be my greatest achievement. Is all of the shit that I'm getting from that, plus still doing, plus the shit that I can pass on to my kids. That'll be a great achievement. Having a wife, no. It's cool. It's something I wouldn't have no problem doing, but is that a man's greatest achievement? No, it shouldn't be. But if that's all you aspire to, then hey, I can't tell you no different. Not all birds fly at the same altitude. Eagles don't fly with pigeons. Hawks don't fly at the same altitude as pigeons or eagles.
Mm.
Hell, some birds can't even fly.
Mm. You know, it's some men out here that really, I thought it was always women that look forward to getting married. And it's a lot of men out here that legit dream of their wedding day. I heard this guy say he dreams about his wedding day and what it'll be like and what he's going to do and all this kind of stuff.
I'm gonna
Okay,
have
so
a Lion King Black Panther themed wedding.
that's going to be dope.
It's gonna say no colonizers allowed.
You
And
ignorant.
then when my bride is walking down the aisle, they're gonna play the theme song from the Lion King. No, no, I'm gonna have a choir. No, I'm playing.
You ignorant.
I'm playing. I would maybe like to have some sort of African culture and themed into my wedding. What that is, I don't know. But I mean, honestly, I don't really care. I'll just be like, look, baby, do whatever you want to do. Just run the shit by me before you do it. I'm gonna be that type of dude. I don't care what you do. Just run the shit by me before you do it, and we gonna taste cake together.
You know what? Speaking of African, it's so sad that I have yet to see, and I'm sure it's people that wear dashikis here. Maybe I just don't see them. But
Hmm.
it's sad to say that I have not seen one black person in Kansas City wear a dashiki. But I get so many compliments from white people. I love your dashiki shirts. I'm from South Africa. I was born in South Africa. Had a white man at my job on Friday said, I love that shirt. I have a shirt something like that. I was like, oh, okay. So
Right.
then he was like, yeah, he's something something West Saharan African. So yeah, he wanted me to stop by his office on Monday to talk to him about it and all
He's
that
a
stuff.
white African.
Yeah, I believe so. I guess.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
You ignorant.
Not too bad, colonizer.
You ignorant.
Mm-hmm. Becky, let's get the hell up out of here, man. What do you have to promote, or is it your usual? Yo, Lady Q1502 on the IG, and people still reach you on there.
IG, Twitter,
The
and
tweeter,
Facebook.
tweeter.
And then I moved my book to lulu.com, so lulu.com. Check it out. That's it.
Right. You know me, KD. And you can reach me at the usual places. You follow my business page, More Lawn St. Louis, IG and Facebook.
Mhm.
We do landscaping, lawn care. We plant flowers. We prune trees. Full service. Holla at
Mhm.
us. My work number is on my page. Or you can reach me on IG, The Overweight Lover, the letter D, OVR, WEIGHT, LVR. You can reach me on Facebook, David Landrum. And yeah, nigga, that's it. We will holler at you guys next week. I will be 31 and we'll have 31 episodes of the Conscious Podcast. We'll see how that.
Hey, peace.
Hopefully, we got a guest, man. I wanted to holler at my boy this weekend, but I kind of seen that he went to a funeral out of town. So, oh shit. Damn. Becky already logged up. But yeah, I was trying to have somebody else come through. But the good brother and his family had just went to a funeral this past week. So I figured it'd probably be like cutting it too close. But we're going to try to get some more people in here. I'll let you guys. Deuce.